Good day everyone, I'm Maria Elizabeth L. Silverio and I'm one of the presenters of Team Kuwait. Today we're going to discuss to you their cultures such as cultural life and beliefs, cultural institutions, media and publishing, popular culture, and business culture and etiquette in Kuwait. And in terms of rights, we're going to discuss about the basic labor rights of OFW in Kuwait, and also their social norms and form of communications. And now let's hear from you, Ms. Makalolo.
My name is Makalolo April Joy B, and today we are going to witness the diverse beauty of Kuwait culture. Kuwait culture is male-dominated. At the heart of Kuwait tradition and culture is the Wanaya. It is a gathering of men in a separate room where they talk, they play games, and enjoy refreshments. The state of Kuwait has always paid special attention to protecting its culture and heritage. Maintaining monuments and historical artifacts and documents preserved in the National Museum. Ramadan is a special day, and there is a number of Kuwait cultural rules which Muslims must follow. Many businesses have shortened their business hours during Ramadan day. Moving on, Kuwait is known as the Hollywood of the Gulf because of the international popularity on its theaters. In Kuwait, theater is homegrown tradition since it's the only country in the Gulf with a theatrical tradition. Theater movement is an important part of the country of cultural life, for being the central musical influence of the Gulf cooperation. In the past 10 years of state life or satellite TV stations, a large number of Kuwait musicians have successfully reached other Arab countries. For instance, Al Diwanaya is a fundamental part of Kuwait life. Therefore, it has become a symbol of the traditional daily life. This tradition is mainly reserved for men, but some groups of women have started their own Diwanaya tradition.
Good day everyone, I am Yonko Ashley Nicole and I will be talking about the basic labor rights in Kuwait. As we all know, knowing your rights as a worker is essential as it helps to ensure that workers and employers have an equal voice in negotiations and provides workers the opportunity to seek to improve their living and working conditions. So let's start with the security of tenure. The worker's labor shall not be terminated without cause or as a result of his activity in the syndicate or a claim or legal rights under the law. The worker's employment cannot be terminated because of his or her gender, color, or religion. If the term of the work contract is stated and it is terminated unjustly by either party, the terminating party must compensate the other party for damages, provided that the amount of compensation does not exceed the worker's remuneration for the remaining period of the contract. Moving on to the hours of work. Maximum of 8 hours a day for a 48-hour work week. Working hours during the month of Ramadan shall be equal to 36 hours per week. No employee shall work for 5 consecutive hours without breaks for rest and meals of at least 1 hour. In weekly rest day, the worker shall be entitled to a paid weekend which is equal to 24 continuous hours after every 6 working days. Wage and wage-related benefits. The minister shall issue a resolution every 5 years at the latest. Overtime pay is equal to 25% of basic remuneration, while work on rest day or substitute rest day is 50% basic remuneration of regular days pay plus basic remuneration. Payments of wages. You should be paid in Kuwaiti dinar at the place of work or through bank transfer. Paid at least once a month except daily wage earners or paid once every 2 weeks. Payment of remuneration shall not be delayed for more than 7 days after the due date thereof. Employees should not be obliged to buy foodstuffs and commodities from specific outlets or products. For the employment of women, no night work from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. and maternity leave with full pay has 70 days provided that she gives birth within this period. So how about the leave entitlement? Regarding employee leave benefits, a worker is entitled to a sick leave for 40 days. This includes full pay for the first 10 days, 75% pay for the next 10 days, 50% pay for the following 10 days, and 25% pay for the last 10 days. If an employee has already consumed his 40-day sick leave, he or she is still entitled up to 30 days of unpaid sick leave. So that's all for the basic labor rights.
I'm Ashley Portigo, and today we're gonna talk about the social norms in Kuwait. The Kuwaitis take great pride in their hospitality. The guests, visitors are treated warm and with respect. Alcohol is not allowed. Their life and social life are somewhat limited to restaurants, malls, and cafes. Visitors should be aware that homosexual acts and a heterosexual couple that are living in one roof are illegal, while family elders enjoy the highest priority in everything. Guests are given precedence over the elders as is the custom. However, during mealtime, the host waits for the older to finish his meal before getting up from the table. Islam has long-lasting effect on Kuwaiti culture, traditions, and values. If you are invited to a Kuwaiti home, follow these social norms. Dress conservatively. Bring a small gift such as a plant or a box of chocolates. Do not bring alcohol. Hosts do not open gifts the moment they are received. Check to see if your host is wearing shoes. Remove yours if not. Show respect for elders by greeting them first. Turning down hospitality is rude, so accept any offers of food and drink. Eat only with your right hand. Guests are often served the most prized delicacies, which you should eat. It might be a part of an animal which you are not used to eat, so be prepared. Leave some food on your plate when you have finished eating, otherwise it will be filled with more. The meal is over when the host stands. They can only work 6 hours a day and must fast. This includes not eating, drinking, smoking, chewing gum before sunset. Foreigners are not allowed to do these things during Ramadan. Women do not have the right to vote, although they outnumber men in the workplace. Please keep the ball rolling, Ate Team.
Good afternoon to each and every one of you. I am Christine Cabalian. For this afternoon, I am going to talk about issues in communication that an OFW may encounter if you're going to work in Kuwait. Right, so the first one, the official language of Kuwait. Their official language is Arabic and their second language is English, just like in the Philippines. Alright, so the next one, the common misunderstanding in communication. Kuwait has a diverse nationalities living in their country, which also means that there are diverse languages, which also means that it will most of the time lead into a misunderstanding or miscommunication. The third one, the effect of language barrier. We all know that language barrier has a great impact in communication. If there are language barrier, you won't be able to convey the message that you wanted to say, or to share or say your perspectives and opinions in different things. Alright, so the fourth one and the last one is the challenges that an overseas Filipino worker may experience because of communication. Alright, so if you are in the medical field, for sure, you will also have a hard time communicating with your colleagues because there are diverse nationalities also working in the medical field. Most of them are from Arab, or some of them are also Asians. Alright, so if there are diverse people or employees in a medical field, for sure there are diverse languages, which also means that you will have a misunderstanding most of the time or miscommunication. Even though English is the lingua franca, it doesn't mean that everyone will understand you, especially in Kuwait, because their official language and the language that most of the people speak is Arabic. There you go, and thank you very much for listening. This has been Christine Cabello, and thank you for listening to our group.